Good afternoon, everyone. Namaste. This is Dr. Aparna. I am your emotional healing synergist. I am an Ayurvedic psychotherapist, a passionate infopreneur, edupreneur, and medical writer. On my pursuit to address, promote, and propagate Ayurveda and psychotherapy globally, I come up with discussions every week on Ayurveda, mental health, psychotherapy, and all the related aspects. Today's discussion is all about emotional intelligence. As you can see in my background, emotional intelligence is all about perceiving emotions, understanding emotions, using emotions, and managing emotions. So it is everything about emotions, not only your emotions, it is about the others emotions as well, so that you can it will contribute to holistic wellness in mental health and in physical health, to avoid conflicts. So, in my last session, we had discussed about emotional intelligence and what are the signs of low emotional quotient or emotional intelligence, and what are the one how can we, like, what is the emotional intelligence, how does emotional intelligence has to play a role in mental health and holistic wellness. So today, in continuation, we are discussing on you know how what are the strategies to start improving or start developing emotional intelligence. So we had discussed why emotional intelligence is important. Now we are discussing how to improve emotional intelligence, and what are the signs of a person having high emotional intelligence, and how does it benefit me. Emotional intelligence also helps in managing mental health and in psychotherapy as well. So we're going to discuss, if time permits, we're going to discuss that as well. So without wasting any time, let's get started. If you want to see the last session, links will be in the description. And just for the recap of the last session, I'm just gonna tell the what is emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, manage, and effectively use emotions in oneself and others. So, it involves skills such as empathy, self awareness, emotional regulation, and social awareness. So, emotional intelligence enables individuals to navigate their own emotions and those of others, leading to healthier relationships, effective communication, and better decision making. See, emotional intelligence also plays a crucial role in development of emotional wisdom. So, emotional wisdom goes beyond simply understanding and managing emotions. So it involves a deeper level of insight and maturity in how emotions are perceived, interpreted, and applied in various life situations. See, emotional intelligence itself is a vast subject, it is a vast study. To develop and improve emotional intelligence, it usually takes time. So how does we are discussing that how does emotional intelligence helps in achieving emotional wisdom. So self awareness, so emotional intelligence helps you to become more attuned. That means you can perceive your emotions, you can analyze your emotions, and allowing you to recognize and understand the nuances of your feeling. See, if you feel this way, okay, if I feel this way, I'm gonna react this way. If I feel this way, I'm gonna respond this way. Everything like this self awareness is a fundamental building block of emotional wisdom. So, as it enables you to make informed decisions based on your emotional state. So, next is self regulation. So, by developing the ability to manage and regulate your emotions, emotional intelligence helps you to avoid impulsive reactions and instead respond thoughtfully to situations. We have discussed this yesterday as well when I was telling about the examples of emotional intelligence. So, and this self regulation contributes to emotional wisdom by fostering a sense of calmness and equanimity, even in challenging circumstances. See how to conduct ourselves, how to control and manage our emotions when when there are challenging circumstances. This can be, this emotional intelligence can lead to emotional wisdom. So empathy, emotional intelligence not only I see involves not only recognizing your emotions but also understanding and empathizing with the emotions of the others. So cultivating empathy is essential for emotional wisdom, so as it allows you to connect deeply with others, offer support, and make decisions that consider the feelings and perspectives of all the parties involved. So social skills, so effective communication, what happens is once you have effective communication, once you have achieved people skills, once you know how to regulate your emotions and how to respond accordingly to the circumstances, what happens is you learn effective communication, conflict resolution, and relationship building skills are the components of emotional intelligence. These skills contribute to emotional wisdom. So, by enabling you to navigate complex social interactions with empathy, respect, and consideration for the emotions of those around you, it is not only aligning in the workspace, but sometimes aligning requires in the personal relationships too. When you have not a very good relationship with your in laws, or your co-sisters, or sister-in-laws, all these things, or your friends or your family or your husband or your sibling, whatever, in whatever relationship also, emotional intelligence can help you maintain the relationship, you know and emotional, see, after all, this is done because of emotional recognition. So developing the ability to accurately perceive and interpret emotions in yourself and others enhances your emotional wisdom. So, if you are able to accurately perceive and interpret your emotions and develop doing that for others as well, you will enhance your emotional wisdom, and this skill will helps you to make more informed judgment and decisions, as well as respond appropriately to the emotional cues of different situations. So what this does is it helps you make more informed decisions and respond appropriately. You take time and you respond because of the emotional cues you receive in different situations. There may be verbal cues, there may be non-verbal cues. When you are developing emotional intelligence, you are developing both emotional cues and non-emotional cues, non-verbal cues. See, verbal cues and non-verbal cues. Adaptability, see, emotional intelligence fosters adaptability by helping you manage and change and uncertainty with resilience. So you build resilience. This also we spoke yesterday. See, why is emotional intelligence important? This adaptability is a key aspect of emotional wisdom. So, as it allows you to approach challenges and new experiences with an open mind and willingness to learn. So, you will be more adaptable and you will be okay for the change, adaptability, and willingness to learn. Learning mindset, will always help you in everything, like in your personal and professional life. So, reflective practice. What is this reflective practice? Is emotional intelligence encourages self reflection, self improvement. Suppose you had an argument and you are now, you reacted in that situation, but what you are doing is you are now self reflecting. Why did I do so? Could that have been, well responded to? That is self improvement. It gives a scope of self reflection and self improvement. It is not that in one go you will start responding to everything, you will be very wise, but it will give you chances of self reflection. If I have an argument today, I get I self reflect into my mind, and then I'll see where can I improve, how can I, avoid this next time. Okay, what happens is when emotional intelligence encourages self reflection and self improvement, which are integrate which are integral to develop emotional wisdom. So, regularly assessing your emotional responses, you are giving self feedback of your emotional responses that way and experiences. So what it does, it allows you to gain insights from your thought patterns, biases, and areas for growth. So the mind is not controlling you here, you start to control the mind, you start to have a command over your, mind. So what happens is from next time you will be more careful. So to summarize, emotional intelligence provides the foundation upon which emotional wisdom is built. So it empowers you to navigate the complexities of emotions in a balanced, empathetic, and mature manner, fostering personal growth and meaningful relationship. And also, you will be wise in decision making. So, so when we talk of emotional intelligence, so what are the types? Matlab, I said your emotions and other emotions. So there is a intrapersonal emotional intelligence and interpersonal emotional intelligence. So intrapersonal is, this category focuses on self awareness and self management. This is intrapersonal. This is to you. This is for yourself, involving an individual's understanding and regulation of their own emotions. So, self awareness, recognizing and understanding one's own emotions. And once you are self aware, then you self regulate. So that second part in interpersonal emotional intelligence is, so sorry, intrapersonal emotional intelligence is self regulation. So you managing and controlling one's emotions, impulses, and reactions. From next time what you do is, once you're self aware, once you recognize, once you understand, once you self reflect, okay, then what you do is you self regulate, you start self regulating, that is managing and controlling one's emotions. Okay, I reacted in this way, I could have responded in another way, so let's try this. All this is you, okay, trial and error. And this procedure is not developed in a day or two. People ask me, okay, tell me some quick tips to develop emotional intelligence, and how can I master in, master and succeed in my personal and professional life. So there is no instant Maggie formula for this. 2-minute Maggie formula, no instant formulas are there. This is lifelong trial and error, self reflecting, improving. You know, as far as you're self aware, you think back that why did I speak like this? Why did I do like this? Okay, if I am in anger, this I will do like this. Next time you will, start self regulating yourself. Okay, that comes with practice. So, and this is intrapersonal, first thing. The interpersonal thing, this category pertains to understanding and interacting with the emotions of others. After you're self aware, self regulating, now you want to understand others emotions, because according to that also you can respond. So as I said yesterday, you will have a bad day someday, you will start reacting, or like in the similar way the other person whom you are reacting to might have also had a bad day or not a very good day. So that person is also reacting. So when you understand that, your response will automatically change, so you can maintain your relationships whether it is personal or professional. So this category pertains to understand and interact with the emotions of others. So it involves empathy, effective communication, and building positive relationships. What does it include? Empathy is what? Understanding and sharing the emotions of other. You understand the emotions of others. And social skills. In interpersonal emotional intelligence, there are social skills involved, observing everything, developing and maintaining healthy relationships, and effective communication. And you don't think if you are emotionally intelligent, you should always be a people pleaser. No, you don't have to be, because you can be assertive, but you need not be arrogant. That's it. You can put your point across very much, but you don't have to be arrogant, you don't have to react, and you can say no whenever there is a need of no. You can of course say no. It is not that if you are emotionally intelligent you become a people pleaser. People ask me, should I say yes for everything? No, you don't have to. Just be assertive, put your point, be good, effectively communicate, but don't don't react, and don't just be arrogance. Instead of arrogant and quick reactions, just take some time. We are taking some seconds and then we are responding. It's just that. It does not mean you have to be people pleasers all the time. No, it is just people skills. If you have to be a leader, understanding yourself and understanding your team or your people who work with you is very much important, or who stay with you is very much important, because you have to maintain a good relationship. Then only it can foster growth in the in the professional run, or it may be company's growth as well, not only your personal growth but company's growth as well. So social skills: developing and maintaining healthy relationships, effective communication, conflict resolutions, how to resolve a conflict. There will be conflicts, so how to resolve a conflict and how to avoid conflicts in future. And adaptability. So in interpersonal communicate, emotional intelligence, it is the adaptability part also. This aspect of emotional intelligence focuses on one's ability to manage change, and in change and changing circumstances, be flexible and adapt to new situations and start learning from them. And this also, general mood management and stress management. So interpersonal emotional intelligence also concentrates on coping and managing with stress, anxiety, work pressure, or personal pressure in a healthy and constructive way. And the general mood also, the an individual's overall emotional well-being and their ability to maintain a positive and balanced emotional state. So, these categories collectively contribute to an individual's overall emotional intelligence. So, self and others, intrapersonal emotional intelligence, interpersonal emotional intelligence. These categories collectively, contribute to an individual's overall emotional intelligence. So, within these, there are various types of emotional intelligence, often referred to as domains. There are different domains. So, And it is important that emotional intelligence is a multifaceted concept, and it that involves a combination of all those. So developing and enhancing emotional intelligence can lead to improved self-awareness, better interpersonal relationships, effective communications, and greater overall emotional well-being. So in the previous session, we saw what are the signs of a low EQ person, that is low emotional intelligence person. So now we are going to see the signs of high emotional intelligence. So what are the signs? As we all know, highly emotional intelligent people are emotionally much self-aware, so they tune in with their emotions and can accurately describe how they feel. Effective emotional regulation, if they are self-aware, what they do, they effectively they regulate their emotions. People with high EQ can manage their emotions effectively, responding to the situations with calmness and resilience is bouncing back also, that is also needed. And empathy and understanding, those with high EI show genuine empathy, understanding others emotions and perspectives. They are skilled at active listening, so active listening also becomes an important part if you want to develop your emotional intelligence. It is also a strategy. When somebody is speaking to you, please actively listen. At least if in the beginning, if you feel it difficult and you feel the urge of reacting to them or talking back, please at least fake it until you make it. Until you be an active listener, fake it, fake that you are listening to actively. What happens is you develop that habit over a period of time. When you be a listener, no, sometimes what people want is others to listen to their what they say, that is needed, and that can also improve and save many relationships. Empathy and understanding, that is active listening. So strong interpersonal skills, high EI individuals excel in building and maintaining positive relationships as they communicate effectively and navigate conflicts constructively. When you see some people, you feel that areva, this person is is a good leader. He maintains a good relationship with every one in his team, and he communicates effectively, he empathizes with their team members. You feel like talking to that person. So that's why you need to develop interpersonal skills as well, and self confidence. High EQ individuals have a healthy self esteem and are confident in their abilities without being arrogant. Yesterday we saw that people, with high emotional intelligence can know their strengths and weaknesses, so they can act accordingly in the circumstances. So, adaptability, as I said, and conflict resolution. High EI individuals can resolve conflicts by understanding others' viewpoints and finding win win solutions. You have to always see for the win win solutions whenever you are resolving a conflict. Adaptability, people with high EI are open to change and can handle new situations with flexibility and a positive attitude, welcoming changes and being adaptable to that. And it is important that EI is a spectrum, and individual may exhibit varying degrees of these signs. You will not see everything in one individual. You may see some signs in some individual, or everybody has some. This is this is a this skill is developed over time. People are not usually born with emotional intelligence. It is a developed skill, so it is an ongoing process. See series of self-awareness practice and continuous growth, improving and developing emotional intelligence is always a combination of self-awareness, self-regulation, social awareness, and relationship management skills. all these. So I will tell you some of the strategies. So as I said, there is no instant noodle recipe to gain emotional intelligence, but there are some methods or some strategies which can help in developing emotional intelligence. So what are they? One is self awareness. So self awareness is a means mindful practice. Engage in mindfulness practice, that is engage in mindfulness meditation or deep breathing exercises to become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions. Once you start mindfulness practice, if you have seen my yoga pratyahara, that is turning toward inward. So your senses are turning to inward, that is you becoming more self-aware. So if you practice mindfulness meditation and deep breathing exercises, that is pranayama, so what happens is over a period of time you start becoming self-aware. This practice enhances your ability to observe your feelings without any judgment. And journaling is writing about your, maintaining a diary, writing about your, emotions. What are you feeling, how did you react, your experiences, and how could have you changed them. Did you do it well? If you are doing it well, note that also. So, what happens is regularly writing about your emotions, experiences, and reflections, whatever you learned from it. What happens is this helps you gain insights into your emotional patterns and triggers. So, self reflection. So, set aside time to reflect on your reactions to various situations. That is, analyze why you felt in a certain way and explore alternative perspectives. Why did you feel this way? Can you do something else, to get start self reflecting? So, start becoming, you just take one conflict in if you're not if your day was bad, just start analyzing the day, what could have been done better, so that next time this can be avoided. That is emotion tracking. That keep an emotion journal where you can record your emotion throughout the day. Note the events that led you to each emotion. If you were happy, why were you happy? What made you feel happy? If you were sad, if you were angry, what made you feel sad? What made you feel angry? And how did you respond to all those situations? you know if you have resolved a conflict, how did you resolve a conflict? How did it improve? How can you keep it as it is in the next thing as well? So learning from your what you do. And next is self regulation. After the self awareness, in self regulation, the strategies are emotion labeling. That is, practice labeling your emotions accurately. This can help you acknowledge and understand your feelings better, leading to effective regulations. Emotional labeling is okay. I was angry, I was sad, this was the circumstance, this could have been done better. And by leading examples and experiences of your life or others life, if you're observing some person who's a good leader, who has a good people management skills, you can just observe them as well, how those people react to different situations and circumstances, and what you can learn from that circumstances. And stress management, see, develop healthy coping strategies like exercise, deep breathing, and engaging in hobbies to manage stress. Physical exercise and not being sedentary also helps in stress management. So once you engage in physical activity, it can also prevent you from emotional overwhelms. So delay gratification, work on delaying impulsive reactions. To situations, pause and consider emotions before responding, allow for more thoughtful and controlled responses. This is self regulation. Instead of reacting, just take a pause, take few seconds, hold back, and then respond. Considering both the perspectives, then you respond. Then what happens is, method is called delayed gratification. So then what happens is, your impulsive reactions come down. This may take time, that will come down, but when you have a journal, when you start noting all your emotions, why you did what you did, then you can delay your impulsive reactions by responding, and controlled responses, allowing for more thoughtful and controlled responses. So the next is positive self talk. So challenge negative self talk and replace it with more positive and constructive thoughts. If you feel I'm not worthy, I couldn't complete the project on time, saying instead of these, I will complete the project on time. From next time, you can say that I am worthy, I am complete. You can say positive. You can develop a habit of positive affirmations, and challenge your self talk, and develop confidence. So you can replace your negative thoughts with positive and constructive thoughts. So social awareness, in this third part, in the social awareness, the skill is active listening. So pay full attention when others speak, focusing on their words, tone, and non-verbal cues. Not only listening, you observe everything, their words, their tone, and their non-verbal cues. So what you do is, this helps you understand their emotions and perspectives better. So this will help understand their emotions and perspectives better. So this helps in empathy development as well. So put yourselves in other shoes and try to understand their feelings and experiences. So this can be practiced by imagining their emotions and asking open ended questions. How did you feel? If you are asking open-ended questions, don't ask direct or leading questions. You can start this with family members, asking open-ended questions and how do they feel, and put yourself in their shoes and try and understand their feelings and experiences as well. So, cultural sensitivity, educate yourself about different cultures and their emotional expressions to enhance your understanding of diverse emotional experiences. Learning, this is a lifelong learning process, and observing practice observes people's body language, facial expressions, gestures to better gauge their emotional states. Sometimes non-verbal cues give you a lot of information and idea about their emotional states. Observe people's body language, facial expressions, gestures to better gauge their emotional states. So in relationship management, one is important thing is effective communication, second is conflict resolutions, and third is boundary setting. Setting boundary also is very important when it comes to relationship management. And collaboration and teamwork, meet in the be it the house and or in the professional setup. Collaboration and teamwork also becomes very important. See, conflict resolution in relationship management, practice open and respectful communication when resolving conflicts. Focus on understanding the other person's perspective and finding common ground. And effective communication, so working on expressing your emotions and thoughts clearly and respectfully. Pay attention to how your words might impact others. So, and boundary setting, learn to set healthy boundaries. So healthy boundary setting is also really important when it comes to relationship management. Learn to set healthy boundaries in relationships to prevent emotional burnout and ensure mutual respect. There should be mutual respect, and you have to prevent the emotional burnout. Collaboration and teamwork. Engage in group activities or projects to improve your ability to work harmoniously with others. Share responsibilities and contribute positively. So you have to improve your ability to work harmoniously with others. So you have to share responsibilities and you have to positively contribute. It may also, you can also this use this in personal setup also. If there are six members of the in the family, so share the responsibility equally and work harmoniously and engage in group activities, in family activities, to develop bond if it comes to the family. And assertiveness training. What is this assertiveness training? Is learned how to express your needs, opinions and boundaries assertively while considering others feelings and perspective. You have to be assertive, but try to avoid being arrogant. What happens is there is this just a thin line between being assertive and being arrogant. So while putting your point, you have to learn how to express your needs, opinions and boundaries assertively while considering others feelings and perspectives as well. So, visualizing positive outcomes. So, imagine successful outcomes in challenging situations. This visualization technique can boost your confidence and reduce anxiety. When it comes to emotional intelligence, visualizing also plays an important role. The whatever you visualize, no, that you tend to work for it. So what happens is it builds your emotional intelligence. We can visualize having good relationships personally and professionally. And so what happens is you bring that to actions. Once you visualize, you bring that to actions. And practice self-care rituals. And self-care and self-love is also important when it comes to emotional intelligence. Create regular self-care routines that includes all the activities you enjoy, that promotes relaxation. Take a break from work. Take a it may be reading, it may be hobbies, it may be playing, it may be exercising, it may be gardening, it may be spending time in nature, or whatever a hobby you can practice for the self care. And seek feedback. Yesterday also we spoke about seeking and accepting constructive feedback. So you can request feedback from trusted friends, family members and colleague about how you handle emotions. You can ask that what do you think, how do I handle emotions. So seek feedback for this as well. So when they tell you that you could have done this better, you did this, you did this, you can just if it is constructive, it is out of, if it is out of jealousy and hatred, don't consider them. Only you should request feedback only from the trusted family and friends or colleagues, whoever you trust. This can provide a valuable feedback and insight. Sometimes you don't realize some things when people, your trusted people, tell you that this may be wrong, this is wrong. So you get a insight, and you can self reflect and self regulate then, and it will give you the opportunities for growth. Feedback acceptance is like being open to receiving feedback and use it as an opportunity for growth. And avoid becoming defensive and instead seek to understand and learn from others viewpoints. You should not take every other body's viewpoints. Consider only trusted family members, friends, trusted colleagues, only those you can take feedback. See, emotional intelligence is a gradual process that requires consistent effort and self reflection. So integrating these self help strategies into your daily life can lead to significant enhancements in your emotional awareness, regulation, social interactions and overall well-being. So I think I have given you some strategies which will help you develop or improve emotional intelligence. And try it out, and let me know what you feel of these strategies. And then you can share your feelings. If you have already tried some of them, you can share your feelings and thoughts and your viewpoints in the comment section of what you thought about this session. And if you have any other topics you want me to talk about on Ayurveda or mental health and psychotherapy or related subjects, you can just put it in the comment section, and I will try to get back in the coming sessions. So that's it for today. Thank you for staying tuned and for all your support. So, namaste. I'll be back in the next session.